Yo, what's going on, guys? jonyfraze here. Just got something new from the gang at FightstickAsia. This is their custom PS4. It's called the EXC long ABS stick. It works on PS4, PS3, and PC. It's supposed to be a full Sanwa build and totally customized. So basically, the shape of it is just like a Hori VLX. You're gonna see me unbox it live right now. Shout out to the gang at FightstickAsia, especially Young, for sending this out. We're going to have some new goodies coming up soon, so I'm going to leave that as a surprise, but you'll see it soon. Alright, hold on, guys. It's coming. Boom. So, you can tell it's very similar to a Hori VLX, which I actually have right here. Alright, so kind of same length. I would say it's a little bit shorter, not as tall vertically. I did this artwork because I actually am missing that color variant from my VLX collection. I have the diamond, I have the black on black, and I have the original red one that you just saw. So this one is going to kind of fill that void until I can get my hands on the same colorway. But I kind of try to mimic the artwork personally. Got my logo over here, as you guys see. All right. There's a cable door right over here. Let me hit that. Oh, and that's strange. A cable door kind of just comes out, doesn't kind of hang off, which is fine because like every stick that usually is out there, the freaking door just falls off, right? So maybe this actually might be a blessing in disguise. So this one just already falls off, and you just there you go, and just plop it back just like that. So that's pretty cool. Now, as far as build quality, this guy is made out of full ABS plastic. It's a pretty high grade. There is not much of a flex to it, actually none at all. It's a really heavy feel to it with all the components that make it up. There's also a acrylic panel that's hiding all the artwork over here. Overall, it's a pretty solid build. As far as feel, these are Sanwa parts on the top. You guys already know the quality of Sanwa. Nice, light, soft touch. Really accurate inputs, can't complain about that. On the auxiliary panel, these are definitely knockoffs. Not a big deal, they're just auxiliary buttons. The one point of feedback that I do have for the FightstickAsia crew is the touchpad button. Now, for instance, in Street Fighter V, this button in training mode does nothing. It's supposed to reset your character to like the middle of the screen or the left of the screen or the right of the screen. The way that's accomplished is by a directional press on the touchpad and the push down to activate the button. Now, this should be like middle and press, but it just does the press. So basically, when you hit this in training mode in Street Fighter V, it actually does nothing. So that's some point of feedback. The other thing that's absent too, guys, is the lack of like the L3 and R3 buttons. Some people don't need it. Not really that important as far as core gameplay, but for menus and things like that, it may be nice to have. Alright guys, so I have the bottom panel off right now. Came off pretty simply, just removing the 6 screws and the rubber feet. Now, the way this is organized is the acrylic hides the artwork. It's like a sandwich system. Acrylic hides the artwork, and then there's this really heavy and dense plastic bottom panel. It also has a Velux layout. I'm not sure if it's just to make sure that the wires don't touch, but either way, that's how that's constructed. I'm going to move that along. Internally, you'll see the cable compartment and metal and plastic structure kind of making up the innards of the case. You can tell it's kind of like this plastic piece with everything kind of bolted on. The sides are bolted on, the back panel's bolted on. You know, pretty straightforward construction. Sanwa parts, nothing new there. Now, the one thing I did want to mention is that this board is actually a modified, actually a different version of the Brook small board. You guys can see that on like all your favorite arcade stick shops or the mod shops. But that's represented by, it's called like the PS3/PS4 Brook fighting board. This is not that. This is very similar in design. They almost look identical, but it's actually not. The programming in here is also very different. So it works on PS4, works on PS3. The catch though, especially on PC, this guy is not X input, and that's the same with the metal case that I reviewed too. it's not X input, it's actually D input, which is less favorable for Windows games because X input represents like the Xbox controller, which basically makes everything compatible. But you're gonna have to you know, check to see whether your game is compatible with D input, which most games are. But that's one big difference. All right. Also, what I mentioned earlier with the touchpad button not working, that's also one of the downfalls of this board. It doesn't add that directional input. So what I did, knowing that I had this in my old case, I actually figured out that one of these connections here actually represents L3. L3 also resets training mode in Street Fighter V. So I actually just mapped, right now, I just mapped the button to L3 so I can get that functionality back. So food for thought if you guys are picking up this stick or case. Okay, that's the innards. I'm gonna do a quick gameplay test and that should wrap us up. Once again, thanks for tuning into the channel, guys. I do want to give an extra shout out to all the new subscribers out there. Thanks for the love. I do appreciate that. You can follow me on social media at jonyfraze. Also check out my website at www.jonyfraze.com. Once again, this has been the FightstickAsia EXC Long ABS Custom Fight Stick review and unboxing. For more info, please check these guys out at www.FightstickAsia.com. Other than that, I'm going to see you next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in once again. Peace out.